I'm gonna hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The mad scientist lab.
Can you see me? I know you can't see me because I'm dressed in black. Because I am man of the night. I am Burglar Richard.
I think you look like you might have just offed the CEO of a major healthcare company.
You know what's crazy is that I've seen some pictures from, the camera footage, and the outfit does kind of resemble it a tad bit. That was not what I'm going for, but what we are going for, folks, is the 263rd. Oh, my God. Where did we come up with this stuff? Episode of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. And we are here, and we're ready to roll. And I know it's a little early. I know nobody's in the chat currently. But before we start, this is serious, and in all seriousness, big shout out to our good buddy Ghost Chips, who went through a pretty big surgery this week. And it was very successful. And he is doing well. So shout out to our good buddy Ghost Chips. It's hammer time, baby. We love you down here at the Mad Scientist Lab podcast, all right?
I have a joke, but he's a child, so I'm not gonna.
It's all right. Well, we're teaching him the right way. We're teaching him here. Tell it to him the next time he comes.
Yeah.
All right. Here. We can't wait to see you again, buddy. But it's something that you said to me maybe a week or two ago, and I think we just forgot to talk about it. People at self-checkout and how ridiculous they are.
Oh, they're fucking dumb.
They're just dumb.
Oh, this is wild. I saw this a while ago.
Yeah, and it was like
I was like,
a week.
if you I sent a message, I think, to you. It was more than a week, and I was just like, some people just should not be allowed to use the self checkout because you just are not smart.
Yeah, and the thing is, so the reason I brought this up and the reason it triggered in my mind is before I got home from work, I actually had to work today. Good Lord, and I'll touch on that momentarily.
Please don't.
No, I just want to talk about the weather because it's terrible.
Okay, that's okay. No.
Anyway, so I get off of work. I'm like, all right, I got to do the podcast, but it's like, hey, we need some drinks. So I was like, here, let me, pick us up some adult beverages. So I stopped by Wegmans. It is a fucking zoo in there, and it's Saturday afternoon, and it's the holidays, so it's very understandable.
Yeah, well, I guess it is Saturday. Yeah, people are getting stuff to chill in the house. I don't know what's going on. Oh, there he is. Epic. What's going on?
Hey, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, nice to see you last week. Not.
Well, that's why I'm dressed in black, because you're dead to us.
Oh, wow.
You son of a bitch.
Wow.
No, not
I
really.
didn't say that.
No, and I didn't say that either. That was...
Oh, let's wait. First of all, before we carry on, I am wearing my Lewis Hamilton gear, the Mercedes, because tomorrow is his last day or his last race with Mercedes. Whereas next season he will be going to be wearing the red of Ferrari.
How big of a move is that?
It's fucking huge.
Huge.
He's arguably the greatest driver of all time.
All
7-time world champion. He's tied with Michael Schumacher. He has other stats bigger than Schumacher, but that's neither here nor there. And the only reason I think he's still around is because he wants to get that 8th championship that he was kind of robbed of in 2021.
Don't you hate robbery? I hate it in sports. It makes me want to just
Man,
break
I was
things.
watching. So there's this
Drives me crazy.
biopic on Netflix called Senna. It's about Ayrton Senna, Brazilian F1 driver.
Okay.
And he unfortunately passed in a crash during a race.
Oh, that sucks, dude.
But he was is known to some as the greatest driver of all time. But I mean, obviously, he only had 3 world championships.
Yeah, I understand that, and
but that's neither here nor there. But it just made me realize how politicians, how political, and how people get robbed and just under the table deals going on. Even then, this was the 80s or late 80s, early 90s, and so it's just been in the sport forever. Like, because like I said last week, there's so fucking much money in that sport that like you could grease somebody's palms real quick and then be like, hey, yeah, that rule is out of here.
Yeah. Wow. That's pretty incredible though. I mean, I know you would know better than us, but do you know why he's making that move?
Well, there's a couple of reasons. When he was up for negotiation, I think it was 2 years ago, with Mercedes, he asked for a couple of things. He wanted to be a brand ambassador, which I guess that just means you just drive around the world. Like, you go around the world driving their cars or whatever.
I gotcha.
They didn't give him that. And then they wouldn't give, I think it was money, a certain amount of money they didn't want to give him or something. And they were like, well, we're just going to move on to another. So he was like, well, fuck it. Ferrari's doing better than these guys. Plus, that's the other thing. They hadn't given him a car that was really anywhere near the front. They were like mid-pack kind of.
Okay.
Like they weren't anywhere.
In terms to race with?
Yeah. They weren't catching up to Red Bull. They weren't, and then McLaren started to come forward, and then Ferrari was like still always in the mix. Their issue was just strategy. They were fucking up on strategy, but now that I'm pretty sure they've got that cleared up, and the car is up front, so they're always in the mix. It's always McLaren, Ferrari, Red Bull, all in the mix now. So he's in a good spot for next year because they're going to improve the car even over when they build the new car for the next year. But then the year after that, everybody has to build a different car because the rules are changing. The engines are changing. The width and the length of the car is changing. So everybody's got to adjust. So that's going to be 26 is going to be interesting. But if he can get championship next year, like I'm pretty sure he's probably going to be out after that.
All right. Well, now let me ask you this. I think this might be the most important question. Are you a fan of the move of him doing it? Because you were saying the brand he's currently with is giving him like kind of mid-tier cars.
Oh yeah,
And Ferrari is obviously a very
I was
going to
say, what are we talking about right now?
Well,
everybody any kid who was ever into motorsports, or if they were into the motorsports, they always dreamed of driving for Ferrari.
Yeah,
that's the premier brand. Like, it's who else can you think of when you think about motorsports? When you think about what else do you think about?
Yeah, well, that's you got a very good point. And I will say this, even though I'm not a car guy or an enthusiast, I have played multiple racing simulators throughout my life. I know, look at me being all big deal, and I can outdrive. He didn't steal anything expensive. No, you missed it. What I said was he looked like he just offed a CEO of a very reputable and high-level healthcare company. But go ahead. They call me Burglar Richard. Anyway, no, but what I was getting at is that fuck. Oh.
Talking about racing simulators and
so I was playing. I've played. Put it this way: the games that I have played, if I could pick a fast car, I would pick a Ferrari.
Yeah.
Just because, I mean, the body style looks cool. And, me not being a car guy, I'm not worried. I just know the car goes fast.
Yeah.
I know the body looks cool. You can put all these different cool colors on it.
Sounds cool.
Yeah, so from that standpoint, the very the very casual or even non-casual person, all right, I don't want to say non-casual, but very, like, dumbed down.
Everybody knows Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. So
Ferrari, Porsche. Porsche.
Porsche.
What's another one? I mean, some people know McLaren now, but they've been around forever. Aston Martin.
Yeah, okay. I think that's another. Really,
but like you're still, that's kind of niche because that's a British car. Like most people don't even know that's a British car. Like James Bond drove Aston Martin because it's British.
Oh yeah, I mean it's James fucking Bond, dude. I mean who doesn't like?
Yeah, he could have drove any car in the world, but there was a reason they put Aston in there because it's British.
Yeah, dude, he's fucking secret agent, dude. Fucking best spy in the world.
Relax.
I'm just telling you, this guy's fucking.
I don't know about best spy in the world.
He's up there. All right, and he's cool. He shoots gadgets out of his license plate.
Did you know? Sorry to cut you off.
That's okay.
But I watched the movie, and you should have watched it. What was it called? And I talked about it on here with Henry Cavill and a couple other people. basically it was this like espionage tactical group that Churchill put in place during World War II, and fuck was the name of that ungentlemanly war or some shit.
Is it on like Netflix or is it on Hulu or something?
It's everywhere. It was a movie.
I know. I'm just saying, like in terms.
I told you about it.
Well, I'm sure you did, and knowing half of our podcast, we are slightly inebriated by the time it ends, and then
you are.
There
it is. The Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Yeah, I don't know. That's such a diverse name that I don't remember.
You haven't. I brought it up because I thought the movie was good. But anyway, my point is, this is based on a true story. Hold on, let me put it so everybody can see it. This is based on like a true series of events. During World War II, it was this secret group of people who were basically doing guerrilla warfare against the Germans, but they went everywhere. And because this was at a time like, whoa, should we be doing this? Not proper warfare. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah.
So anyway, Ian Fleming, the guy who created James Bond, was legitimately a military officer.
Okay.
He's in the person who played. He's not in the movie, but he's a character in the movie.
Oh shit, for real? That's dope. That's cool as shit, dude.
And I was like, no shit. This is where he got the shit from James Bond from. So like all this.
We're seeing like the inside of his like mind child or something.
It's
like
probably
that.
where he got the original idea from.
Oh, that's cool as shit, dude. All right, I promise you I will check it out. I promise you I'll check it out.
I'm trying to remember where it was at right now. I think it was a movie. Like
I'm sure I can download it or stream it or something. I'll figure a way to.
This is a good ass movie though.
No,
I like it. I've watched it several times.
Yeah, war movies are fucking dope. I know they're obviously about terrible pieces of history, but I think that's what makes movies like that so good.
Kind of got a comedic feel to it too.
Oh, that's always good. Comedic relief is always needed sometimes. You never
but
know.
It's super good, and a lot of actors that you have seen or heard of before are in it. Which I wish it had done a lot better. Like 6.8 out of 10 is crazy. It was much better than that.
Well, do you know what I realized about people that review things? And do you know what really made me start really thinking about it? Was the reviews for The Penguin. Most notably on one of the more popular gaming websites, IGN, which I've used since I was a kid. So I'm not saying
IGN's been kind of weird lately.
Yeah, so again, I'm not being biased. I'm not a diehard fan of them, but that's where I've gotten my gaming news for pretty much my entire life.
When they were in print, it meant something. Now the digital age where everything's clickbait, then like
and I don't visit the website very often.
I don't ever go. I just see it in my feed.
I do see it in my feed, but when I saw what I normally do, and you might think I wouldn't even say this is weird, but after I watch an episode of a TV show, I'll go to a local reviewer or website to see what the viewers thought of it, to compare it to my own opinions, and see what the actual reviewer thought of it. And throughout the Penguin series, me and you praised it for pretty much the entirety of it. When we
even got Bobby B on it. He was like, "Yeah, I just got Max for like a year free or something, blah blah blah." And I've been watching Penguin. It's really good. I'm like, no shit, I fucking told you.
And our buddy, I saw our buddy Dan. This was the night before Thanksgiving.
Which Dan?
Dan that came over.
Oh, okay. Like we know like 30 of them.
Yeah, I know. It's but Dan, but put it this way. Dan was like, "Hey, have you watched a Penguin?" And I was like, "Yeah, of course I have." And I was like, "Have you?" And he was like, "No." I was like, "Oh, you definitely need to." And
this guy.
Yeah, regardless, my point, my overall point was to your credit is when you see like low scores like this, normally like your first general reaction is to always shy away. It's like, maybe,
no, I don't
maybe
shy. No, because I know usually if it's like a 6 or above, I know there's just like some haters for whatever reason. People hate on a lot of shit. Like I told you, those sites that I watch stuff on,
Yeah.
there are always comments in there, and guaranteed to be a racist comment in the fucking at least one.
Yeah, and that shit's got to stop too. It
is what it is.
Yeah.
Like you gotta look. I've accepted it. Like people are just ignorant. I just stay out of fucking places where I know they don't like me.
Yeah, well, I mean, and more credit to you because I know, like, I wouldn't want to put myself in a situation like that. But
there's like there's this thing on TikTok where these people are from this place called Cullum, Alabama.
All right,
and I guess they were doing some kind of Christmas show or something, and they were like,
this is recent.
Yeah.
Okay,
they were getting online and they were saying, hey, like, come on out and check it out, this, that, and the other thing. But then black people were like, wait a minute, hold up. That's a sundown town.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what a sundown town is, basically when the sun goes down, and there's signs on a lot of these cities or places where if you're black and you're caught in this town after dark, buyer beware type shit.
Yeah.
So anyway, this is that thing, and so all these people are like, "Well, I don't know why I've never seen any racist stuff going on or anything happening here in my town. I've grown up here all my life." Well, that's probably the reason you haven't seen nothing, because they're not gonna tell the fucking police that they did some shit, and shit, the police probably won't even give a fuck. Like, what's that movie that just came on? I think it was on Netflix, where the guy was a Marine. Fucking super good movie. It just came out.
I don't know.
Jesus, how do you fucking do a show about entertainment and you don't fucking watch any entertainment?
I thought we are the entertainment.
I mean, that's part of it, but part of the entertainment is talking about.
When I go looking for stuff, sometimes I'll randomly find something.
It comes up, bro.
Well, I understand
cool shit.
I understand the cool stuff pops up. But I might not be in the mood to watch it. I might know that I might fall asleep halfway through it or whatever it is. Like I don't want to say I'm selective, but I can be a little bit. It's not that I don't want to watch things. I promise you that. I promise you that. It has nothing.
You have time. You just choose not to. Rebel Ridge. Yep, there it is.
Yes, I do remember you telling me about this.
Of course
movie.
you didn't watch it.
No, I remember you talking about.
Shout
this.
out to Wee Wee, Rebel.
Hey, what's up,
is the name of the movie.
Hey, welcome to the chat. I'm dressed in all black like a burglar and a bandit.
No, that's not what I said you were.
I look like I just murdered.
No, don't say that.
Oh.
Offed. We're still in like the first 10 minutes. Well, no, we're at 20 minutes now. So
no, that's good. That's good. That's good. It means we're making progress.
Because like YouTube, they'll skim like the first 10, 15 minutes to see if there's any like F words or any wild shit, and if they do find it, it gets pushed less.
So here, let me ask you this: since we're talking about like this whole algorithm-based thing, and I know you're
it's a good movie, and fucking people are haters. Keep going.
Well, regardless, so me and you, we do this podcast on a weekly basis. We've been posting it on YouTube for years. It's obviously live on Twitch currently. Let me ask you this: how am I able to? Where is the censorship line drawn? When it comes
I don't know.
to,
they can make their own rules. I just happen to pay attention when I watch other stuff that people post on YouTube. Sometimes they talk about it because I don't just fucking do this shit and not study what other people are doing.
Like, I'm not saying
probably
that,
like you do. You just come here and you think you're doing the right thing, but
I am doing the right thing.
What's happening is you're not studying the craft.
Well,
podcasting is a craft.
Well,
it's
I think
an art craft.
we've gotten very good at it.
We have. We could be better if you studied it also.
I am studying your mind currently.
No, you're not. You don't want to study what's going on up here.
Well, maybe I don't.
Actually, you don't. Trust me.
Thanks.
I just told you a fucking wild ass joke.
Yeah.
I'm not even.
You know what's funny? You're right. You're 100% correct. So I'm the one dressed in black, but you're the one that's black on the inside.
Whoa. Although I did put on my Instagram, Jared Lee Comedy, by the way.
Oh.
I did put on there the dark black comedian.
The dark black comedian.
Yeah, remember we talked about it when Bobby was here?
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to be the dark black comedian, I'm cool with that.
It's fucking. There's no other dark black comedian.
Well, there isn't. So I like it. It's cool. And
think about this. I mean, you don't know as many like comedians that I would know.
No, obviously not.
But think about it. So, okay, name. Let's try this. Name a popular white comedian that does dark humor.
Oh man, dude, I'm not good with comics at all, other than the older guys. Fuck. The first thing I'm going to talk about, I'm just going to say George Carlin because that's the first person that comes to my mind.
Not really dark. He's more like
vulgar,
prophetic.
Yeah,
like toward the later years, he was preachy,
dark. Maybe Bill Burr, maybe. No,
Burr's kind of dark.
Yeah,
he's more angry, but he's not like. So Louis C.K. is pretty dark.
Oh, you know what? I think that's who I was thinking of, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Well, they're both redheads, so.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah. I swear to God, So, yeah, I think Louis C.K.
Yeah.
Because wasn't there like a scandal with him like beating off in front of somebody?
Yes,
or
it
something?
was.
Yeah, okay, all right.
But that doesn't make him, that's not the dark part.
Well, I know. I just want to make sure I'm
that's
thinking
just
of the
him
right,
being a human
and
being.
I hate that. I don't want to correlate that with him, but I do remember him being on like a special and talking about it.
Yeah, because he had to like apologize and he got canceled. Like that was at the beginning of cancel culture. Or like not the really beginning, but like
no, but that makes sense. But no,
because remember Kevin Hart got canceled around that time with the Oscars and all that other shit. That was actually a little bit after.
That did. Well, I can't remember the time frame. Past.
Me either. My point is, okay, so Anthony Jeselnik isn't his. By the way, his special just came out, which I fucking liked. Very good. He calls his, even in his last special, it's called gallows humor, which is basically dark humor. You're making fun of things that society should be paying attention to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He explains it much better than I do. But anyway, it's still dark humor. So yeah, those guys. I can't think of any black comedians that do dark shit.
Well,
like that have made it.
So here, I feel like this is good. So now that you say that, maybe it's got my brain going a little. So I think I noticed from, if anything, most black comedians typically discuss the what is the word I'm looking for?
The injustice?
Yeah, well, yeah. Well, basically like the degradation of the black community to a degree, and find humor in it.
I think it's a combination, and I know what you're saying, and I wanted to.
Do you know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, and that's exactly what I wanted to like lean away from. I didn't want to have every one of my. I mean, I have some. I have to because that's who I am. That's how I observe life. Is between like seeing the world through the eyes of a black man in America. I have to talk about that, and I have to make jokes about like what I think about when a white person does certain things.
Yeah,
because that's just part of the ingrainedness of me. But I also did not want to have my entire act be centered around black versus white or vice versa.
Yeah, I got you.
So I've been trying to kind of find I'm still, like Cedric said, like you're still young in the game, you're trying to find your voice. And my voice is, I think, leaning toward the darker shit. It's just like the more I do it, the more making people laugh at the shit that they're not supposed to laugh at, or they feel like they can't laugh at.
Let me ask you this. Do you think it's because in the world of comedy that certain types of humor are associated with somebody's skin color? Like it's like, oh, hey, here's like an Asian comic.
Well, he
might talk about
that's exactly my point. That's what I
breaking the stereotype pretty much.
No, it's not about stereotypes. I mean, because that's what I didn't want to be a comic who only talks about stereotypes.
Yeah, that's
because like a lot of Asian people, they there are a lot of their materials about being Asian in America or where. I mean, it's their life. I get it, but it doesn't differentiate you from the other Asian comedians. Same thing with if I talked about only Black Power or whatever in a funny, irreverent way, like Chappelle. But he also talks about other stuff besides just that. You know what I'm saying? Because he's observing the world as a whole and not just in that whole.
Yeah.
And I think, I think going that, like I said, I don't know any other dark Black comedians.
All right.
And that's the way that I'm going to differentiate myself from other people. And I said, somebody came up to me after a mic one time. I was getting another beer. I had already done my set. And this guy had went up too. And he was like, oh, man, it was a Black dude. He was like, oh, I like your stuff. I was like, oh, thanks. And I was like, I like the dark shit. He was like, yeah, that's cool. It's different. And I was like, it clicked right then. I'm like, huh, I'm on to some shit. So I just got to now I just got to keep writing material and trying new shit out. I'm really excited about that one I told you at the beginning.
Yeah, no, dude, that's good. As awful as it is, it's good. Yeah, no, I'm just.
No, I like the one because there's one time, I don't know if I told you this. There was one time I was doing the Girl Scout cookie one, and I just kept saying different examples of how I would be eating a cookie.
Yeah.
And all I'm doing is eating a fucking cookie.
Yeah.
But the way that I associate the cookie with the Girl Scout, motherfuckers be like, wait, hold on, what are we doing right now? And there's one lady up front, she was a white lady. I think I said it because Bobby B was here. I got to like the fourth one because at the third one it was like, oh, ha, ha, ha. And then the fourth one she was like, okay,
yeah,
and I was like, oh, that's your line, not mine.
Yeah,
I'm gonna keep walking over that line.
Yeah.
Until somebody tells me I can't, then I get snatched back.
I think that's phenomenal.
Well, I mean, it's just part of the game, man.
It's all a part of the game. Time to play the game. It spits
This
out
fucking
water.
Guy.
Yeah. All I'm missing is a jean jacket with some leather on
Dark humor for people who just burn. You mean just want to see the world burn type shit? Yeah, I'm like the Joker. I just want to see the world burn.
Oh, my goodness.
That's why I said what I said to you earlier about your outfit.
Yeah, I just wanted to do something a little mysterious this week. I know I don't have a very, exciting wardrobe by any means.
I tell you this. The guy, they said, hey, guys, the guy's not in New York anymore. And they said he probably took a fucking bus outside, and the weapon may have come from maybe like the D.C. area.
Jesus, is that true? Like, oh my God.
Well, basically what they were saying was like that kind of, because now everybody's analyzing. You got all these professional, like, not military people.
So, Jared, but before
hold on, let me finish my thought. You got all these professional military, like, firearms experts trying to hone in, like, it was this kind of gun. You could tell he was not professional, and this is not other. It's pretty fucking professional. Like, first of all, where'd you get a fucking suppressor? And they keep calling it a silencer. It's not a fucking silencer. It doesn't completely silence the sound. It suppresses it. But anyway, I digress. Okay, what were you saying?
Well, one I was going to say is for those who don't know what's happening with the CEO
Oh, people know
situation.
what's happening. You don't got to reiterate it. And I don't want to talk about it, like, directly.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Keep going.
Well, I mean, that should happen.
People know what happened.
Yeah, and I didn't do it, even though I'm wearing this black hat and these black gloves and this black shirt.
I don't know. I'm saying specifically, FBI, CIA, check this guy out.
Please don't. That's all I got to say. Please don't.
Hey, by the way, this is a comedy podcast, so don't fucking really come over here, motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude, I'm going to be sitting around in my shorts and then
get on the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to be sitting there with a White Claw in my hand playing my Xbox, and they're going to be like, oh, this guy's just a fucking loser that lives with his mother.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
And then they're just going to be like, oh, God, he's got a cat, too. He probably talks to it like this.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
And they'll be spot on.
And then they're going to look at all the things in my room, and they're going to be like, oh, he's a Steelers fan. You mean the Squealers?
And then they're going to be like, you know what? Jimbo, let's get out of here. This kid's he's not doing anything.
Yeah.
He'd never even touched the gun before.
Yeah. Tell me about it. Can't even wash my own ass.
Well, that's true.
It is not true. Anyway, but do you know what I wanted to continue to talk about, as crazy as it
I
sounds?
said you'd leave fingerprints because you got fucking fingerless gloves. That dude didn't have anything on, though. He didn't have any gloves on.
It's crazy. Like, maybe he's got like, well, I watched Seven last week.
Well, first of all, they haven't found the firearm, so they're not going to find.
Oh, they're never going to find it.
Yeah.
No, they're never finding it. If they haven't found it now, they're never finding it.
That dude's gone.
Dude,
First 48.
First of all, that guy evaporated into. Dude, that
And
guy is
didn't you try to see? You try to see how they try to put the other guy?
He's with Elon Musk going to space.
No, he's not. You see that where they try to put the other guy who smiled in the fucking hotel or the hostel or whatever?
Yeah, I did see
I was
that.
like, first of all, those are two completely different jackets, and people don't travel with multiple jackets,
Yeah,
especially
dude.
if you know you're going in just to fucking do some shit and then roll out. He ain't brought two jackets.
Yeah, why are you going to take two jackets? That's a hassle, dude.
And then another one
Especially
said,
a winter jacket too.
yeah, exactly. And then another one said the NYPD found a book bag that the guy had. I'm like, first of all, the book bag was black. The fucking book bag the dude had was like gray. So what do you mean they found that shit? Like, what are you talking about?
So this is our safety at work, people. Like, really,
Bro, it's really showing. And then the news perpetuating the shit. So it's like, first of all, dude's got, I don't know if y'all are trying to make the public seem safe or feel safe, but dude did his mission and rolled. That was it.
Yeah, dude, he was literally like James Bond, bro, like 007
Nah,
shit.
not James Bond.
Well, he doesn't,
everybody
he doesn't
online
off
is calling him John Wick.
I mean, hey, don't fuck with people's dogs.
But you should see some of the comments. They were like, "Oh, let that hero be safe, and I hope he gets a speedy escape." And I was like, "Jesus Christ,
dude, the internet should be destroyed. Bro.
No,
It does. It does. The world population has too much access.
But I don't think that's the. Oh yeah, he was smiling. Yeah, because apparently the lady at the desk was like, "Oh, can I see your face?" And they were trying to say it was like flirtatious, but she could have been doing her job. Whatever. That's not the same guy. That guy, that actually did it was a white dude, and they kept saying light skin. I'm like, bro, just say he's fucking white. Like, why y'all got to do that? Like,
or you could use the proper term.
because the first
Caucasian.
That's not the proper term. First of all, because if you know what Caucasian means, it comes from the Caucasus Mountains, and those people are actually darker. They got darker features. So shut up. So. Yeah, so he had. He's not light skinned, because the first thing I think about when I think about light skin is a black person with lighter skin. When you hear light skin, what do you think about?
Terrence Howard.
Exactly, a black person with lighter skin.
Yeah. I literally
So
think
by
of
them
Terrence
saying,
Howard.
"Oh, this guy was a light skinned person," automatically, what does the public start thinking? Oh, it was a black dude. Fuck no, we're not doing no shit like that. Bro, we'd rather do it to each other. And fucking broad daylight and just fucking have a fucking shootout in the middle of the street. There's video of that. You've seen it. They do the gangs in Chicago. They do that shit all the time. We're not doing no fucking precise hit. And if we do, we'll probably get away with it a lot better. Because we're used to getting away from the police.
Well, I mean, yes. I mean, it's just a kind of a wild story. I just don't know how.
Oh, and the guy that was smiling was also a brown skin. He was like Hispanic. That's not that same. That other guy was a white dude.
I just find it crazy when something of this magnitude occurs that nobody can figure it out like the right way. Like,
What do you mean?
Well, when I'm not saying that people can't figure.
Dude, this shit was fucking planned. He knew what he was doing.
I understand that.
Which leads me to further believe that I don't think it was professional, but he could have been so professional that he made himself look like an unprofessional to throw off authorities because he knew there was cameras around. He knew, bro, the shit was planned.
Dude, that guy has to be a professional. There's just no way.
Yeah.
There's just no way in my mind, dude.
Yeah. And then he made it look like unprofessional. He's like, "Oh, I'm going to shoot him in the leg first, then I'm going to shoot him in the back." So like, what do you like? a professional hit would have been like pop, pop, pop.
Yeah.
But no, he was like pop. It was still 3 shots though.
So it's I don't know. It's a little suspicious. I just find it wild that with all the technology and everything we have in the world that we can't find somebody like that.
Yeah, see, that's a good point. We said like that's the criminal justice system, like, and like I said, and the media, because what did I say earlier about it? Them picking out random people and just running with it.
Yeah.
And so this is why, like we were saying, innocent people get fucking picked up for shit.
Yeah, no, that's 100% correct. I agree with that.
So like somebody might like that guy with the green olive jacket, not the black jacket, might get picked up, questioned, and like, you know what, we're gonna pin it on you. And guess what? It was in New York. NYPD doesn't have the greatest fucking track record as far as actually getting the correct person.
Yeah. The New York City Police Department.
They're fucking
Jeremy Irons, Die Hard with
That's
Vengeance.
another reason I don't like New York.
Because of Die Hard?
No, because of fucking their corruption, their government.
Yeah, well, I will say this. Do you think? Let me say this. So we're obviously in a different day and age. Would you say maybe New York in the 70s, 60s, and 70s was a different?
Nope. New York is the NYPD has always been fucked up because you got to remember the mob was up and through there paying people off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was always fucked up. Bro, look at Rudy Giuliani. Like,
yeah,
didn't he just get in trouble for some shit?
Yeah, no, that is true. Well,
and he's been in power forever. He was the mayor. He was fucking district attorney, I think, at some point, and then now he's one of Trump's guys. So it's like,
well, do you know what a good, I think, movie and representation of that life is a movie that I don't think gets a lot of credit is Copland with Sylvester Stallone.
Yeah, it shouldn't get that much.
No, it's a very good movie.
American Gangster is probably a better example.
I could see that. That's a very good movie as well. Obviously, I mean, when you have
with Josh Brolin.
Yeah, when you have,
he was New York. He was in NYPD, right? Not New Jersey.
Yeah, New York. Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
So when you have Josh Brolin, Russell Crowe, and Denzel Washington, I mean, I don't think you're in for a snooze fest.
And it wasn't just him. The older mafia guy too. He was in it. And
I actually haven't seen it in some time. Now that
it's
I
a
think
good
about
movie.
It,
and who the guy who played Bumpy Johnson.
Oh, yes, I do remember that.
He very, very famous African American actor. Actually, I just saw something. It was a clip of Richard Pryor, him. What's his name? Something the third. I can't remember his name. But anyway, it was him and one other guy, Cleaver or something. But it was Richard Pryor. It was an old clip from the Mob Squad.
All right.
And he was in there. I was like, yo, he looks really fucking young. He's got like this afro, looks like a Black Panther, like with the glasses and the pork chop joints and everything. I was like, yo, this motherfucker was smooth as shit back
Afro
in the day.
Thunder, baby.
This wasn't Afro Thunder. What are you talking about?
Nah, I'm just saying, dude.
I know Afro Thunder.
Do you know who Afro Thunder is?
I know, but it has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
No, I know. I'm just saying, dude. But you
just had to bring it back to fucking games.
Well, dude, you're saying with the pork chop joints, and I'm like, oh, Afro Thunder.
Yeah, but you know where it was Afro Thunder's shit was inspired by a 70s style.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm saying Afro Thunder.
Some people have been saying that was Michael Jackson that did the voice.
Really?
That's what I heard, yeah.
I'll have to look into that. It's like literally one of my favorite Dreamcast games ever.
What was I looking at?
We were looking up...
what's the guy's name? What else? He was in...
I don't know.
What was the Leprechaun in the Hood?
Leprechaun in the Hood? Oh, man, you want to talk about a cult classic. Oh, my God, dude. Those movies are fucking weird, dude. You know, I know you give me a lot of shit about, like, watching horror movies and, like, you know, like true crime.
Yeah.
But the Leprechaun is not shit that I watch, put it that way. I've watched them, but I don't
Why I
watch
give
them.
you shit about that? What are you talking about? I don't think this was this the movie?
All right. Oh,
I can't remember what he was in. You know who I'm talking about, though, right?
I do.
Maybe it wasn't Leprechaun in the Hood. It was something. Oh, you know what I'm thinking? Half Baked.
Are you half baked, Jared? Let's see. Jared's pulling up the cast, and so we've got. All right. It's a hell of a cast in this movie.
Yeah, that's everybody early in their careers. Where the fuck is he?
Wouldn't he be? Wouldn't if you looked up American Gangster? Wouldn't he be under it too?
Yeah. I'm surprised he's not on there. Man, it wasn't even that small of a part, to be honest.
Oh, is that Rachel True? She is fine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, the chick right there. She is super fine.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Oh, yeah, Clarence Williams III.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. All that to fucking...
well, we found it.
I told you it was a third. I just couldn't remember the rest of it.
Well, hey, man, your brain still works. That's good.
Ugh, bro, don't even get me started on that.
Don't get me started on singing on this podcast.
See, look. That's what I'm talking. That's the same style
Yeah.
I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know exactly who that is. Oh,
no, I'm
dude.
talking about the glass. This is what he looked like in the Mod Squad.
Oh, dude, that fro is something vicious, bro. Dude, what the fuck? I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah. So what was this that he was?
Oh, that's Tales
from the Hood. Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
It was Leprechaun in the Hood and Tales from the Hood. I got mixed up. See, I know I'm not fucking crazy.
Yeah, I told you, your brain working. Your brain working, Jared.
Bro, man, let's not talk about brains working, please.
All right. Well,
Why is your shit so blue? I gotta change your colors.
Oh, that's cool.
Keep talking.
I am gonna keep talking. I am talking currently. So, when we started the show, I was talking about how you hated people that do self-checkout, right? And so before, you came over tonight, I get off of work, I decided to go buy some booze.
Does your hat keep getting lower on your eyes?
Does it?
I swear it seems
I
like it is.
don't think it is. It might be, slightly. I'm not moving it. I'm not touching it, if that makes any sense. Oh, excuse me.
Oh, my God.
Well, as I just...
This is what everyone wants to hear is RJ just fucking belching his fucking lungs out.
I knew you were going to use the word belching because you're a professional.
Keep going.
I didn't mean to do it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do it. I'm
My
sorry
colors
to
are
all the
fucking
viewers and the listeners,
crazy.
especially the listeners. I apologize. No, but the self-checkout. So I've got the drinks in one hand. I've got two things in my other hand. And then so I proceed to go up to the self-checkout, scan my items. And do you know what still bothers me? And it's always going to bother me? When somebody that's like half my age comes up to me and asks me for my ID.
Well, get used to it.
Well, yeah, that's fine. It's people's jobs.
It's gonna happen into your 40s.
I get that, and
I still get carded.
It's crazy. It's just crazy, and I think.
And now I'm so disdainful about it, like, because I'm like, first of all, you saw me in here 3 days ago buying the same exact beer.
yeah, and you're the same person that checked me out.
Yeah.
Like
it's like, so why the fuck? And I go to self checkout, but like, can I see your ID? No, motherfucker, I'm fucking older than 21 because I'm clearly. Maybe when I was younger, when I was in my 30s, yeah, because I've always looked young. But come on, bro.
Yeah.
At this point, like, I'm over it. I don't even want to pull. It could just be me getting older. I don't even want to pull my fucking ID out of my pocket. Just fucking ring my shit up, get the fuck out of my face.
Yeah, give me my booze.
And we can all go about our days.
Yeah, give me my booze, and we're all good, dude. And so I get approached. Now, I didn't have so much an issue with, like, other people not knowing how to scan their items because I know that's a thing, and that sucks.
If it's a chick, but that's the other thing. If it's a chick, then I'll let her see because I know she's being curious. She's trying to see how old I actually am.
Oh, okay, I got you.
But if it's not, And usually once they find out, they're like, "Oh, this motherfucker's fucking 80-something years
You have a
old."
good night, Grandpa. And your balls shrivel that much more. That kind of thing. No, but I don't want to. And I'm not knocking anybody for doing their job. But I go up, I scan the 3 or 4 items that I have. I spent like $25 or whatever it is. And one, I obviously feel a little weird walking around with a whole case of White Claws in my hand.
I bet you do feel weird.
Yeah, it does.
You know what they call that?
Oh man, go ahead, hit me.
I got news for you. That means you're gay.
Apparently so.
Greg is still living on.
Dude, I'm telling you, dude. And shout out to Greg, by the way. But so I got him in my hand. It's a zoo in there. But dude, this chick had to be a fucking junior in high school or something, and she was
that's usually what jobs are.
And that's cool.
Grocery store.
I've worked at a grocery store.
Same
I'm sure.
here.
Yeah, I'm sure we've all done that.
I actually love that job because I got paid so many fucking tips.
You know what's crazy is jobs like that probably do get paid a lot of tips,
Bro,
and it's not like
working the cart or like working the carts outside of Giant back in the day.
Yeah,
putting people's groceries in their car. I made so much.
Oh, dude,
I wish I had saved it because I made so much.
All
I did was buy fucking new outfits to go to the club that weekend. Every weekend I had a brand new 1 or 2 new sets of fucking outfits.
And that just shows you how far money went back then too.
True.
As well.
Well, you got to remember, I was getting decent tips. Like, some people would, like, tip, like, $20 just for fucking putting 2 bags in the trunk of their car.
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean...
Especially during the holidays. Oh, God.
Well, I think, if anything, I know you're not into the cliche stuff, but that is probably the best time of year to give anything.
No, it's a white girl drink, not a white guy drink.
Oh, what, my White Claws?
Yes.
Yes, that is correct. But she comes up, she asks me for my ID. I'm like, cool, no problem. I pull it out, I scan it. She has to swipe her, security card over the scanner in order for me to continue my purchase. And I proceed to leave, and I'm walking out, and I'm like, okay, my car's over here. Right?
This motherfucking Mission Impossible looking ass motherfucker.
Dude, who said that?
No, I said that.
Dude, I feel like Tom Cruise right
That's
now.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude, I really
I
really feel like Ethan Hunt. I'm not going to lie to you. All right? The whole face, skin mask, and everything.
Yeah, you're right.
No, but dude, I go out to my car, and there's like a fucking wave of people coming in, and I'm like, not trying to be rude.
You know what you sound like right now?
Do I sound like an old man?
100%.
Dude, I'm just telling you.
There's so many people.
They're like walking past me. And I guess it's because I've been up since 5:30 this morning. Maybe that's what it is.
Curmudgeon ass.
Oh, dude. And they're all walking in there like, oh, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, fine, I'm fine.
I don't know.
Let me get by you.
I'm only drinking them because he has them.
That is correct.
She said, you don't see Mexican or black guys drinking them. I'm like, I don't know. They're not bad. I'll drink them, but.
No, this flavor.
I won't buy them. I won't walk. I will refuse to walk through the grocery store with a case of that shit.
No, dude. No, a lot of I don't want to say use the term Mexican, but a lot of the Hispanic guys I drink Modelo. So I drink a lot of Modelo.
My cousin drinks Modelo.
Yeah. So I drink Modelo.
No, you know Ill Will.
Yeah. What's up, Will?
That motherfucker's everywhere, bro. He's in fucking Louisiana right now. Just flew out today.
Yeah, hey, dude, let him do it, bro. Fuck it. I've had, since I've been, a hermit for the last, 7 months.
You're a fucking loser. Just say it.
It's hard because I have to feel it, and feeling it is worse.
Are we running out of Kessler's?
No, there's a bottle upstairs as well.
Oh, yeah. So we got, I don't know, it's like a quarter of a bottle here. I don't want to really show it, but.
To be completely honest, I really haven't had much since John was here.
Yeah, I haven't been drinking too much liquor unless I'm out at a show or something, and that's just a quick shot.
Yeah, we've been behaving. You're watching the Mad Scientist Lab grow up in front of your eyes. All right,
pretty much.
It's not okay to take 5 shots of whiskey.
Heads.
And then drink 5 beers.
No, it's not.
No.
Well, first of all, my kidneys or my lungs, one of the two, not my lungs, my liver. It's hurting. So
Yeah,
I
yeah.
need to fucking slow it down.
Yeah, like it's just not good for you. We knew this and we know this all the time, but now we know this.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it's life. I don't
Yeah, we're milking it. Not so much milking it. It's just I don't know. It's cold now, and we don't fucking.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you got to remember, like, me and Jared are not. What is it? We
spring
like
chickens.
It. We're not spring chickens. We know you're not a spring chicken, but at the same time, just with I don't know life and everything that happens, doing that shit every day, it's kind of hard, bro. It's
plus the other thing is all our fucking places have shut down, and
there's nowhere to go.
Yeah, everything's far or way more expensive than I feel like spending money on. So I just fucking buy beer and to stay at the house.
Yeah, I mean, dude. Other than shooters, respectfully.
Well, I only go there because I have shows there.
Yeah, and then that's
I'm not going tonight.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah,
I mean, so it sucks because it hurts.
And if I do shows other places,
well, dude, if you're out and about, other than the immediate local area, then I think that is fair enough to constitute a celebratory,
Yeah,
shot.
when I went to the F1 arcade and fucking had a few drinks there, and I knew I didn't want to smoke because like when I'm out in public, and when I get to a certain point, I'm like, look. Even if nobody's ready to go, I will call an Uber and take my ass home.
Well, see,
because
do you know it's funny you say that, dude. I have been that way for so long.
Well, you have anxiety to the point where what's the word is I guess uncontrolled. Like do you have a hard time pushing through things?
No, I've always pushed through things. I think with as funny as it sounds, I think it's like really random, minor, minuscule things that get me. Dude, like
the NASCAR shit threw me off. I was like, "What the fuck is this guy flipping?"
One, I barely slept. I was completely hammered the night before, and
then I had to pressure you and fucking
dude, I was at the time I was generally thinking for just me resting. It wasn't trying to be disrespectful to anybody who attended the event or anything like that.
Yeah, we bought the tickets. And
yeah. No. I just, I had too much and I had to suffer for it, and that's really what that was. So, yeah, that's what that is. That's what that is. That's why I don't do stuff like that anymore.
So we're going to the race next year? Because the tickets are already for sale. And they're pretty cheap, actually, right now.
Well, if you give me, like, another month or two where I can hopefully stack some money with my new...
Tickets are $60.
Oh, then, yeah. I mean, I thought you were
going to
get back. $400 or some shit.
For NASCAR?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I don't go to these events. It's the only event I've ever been to. And
you went to that one.
Yeah.
That was like $80.
And my ticket was paid for, but I didn't know the dollar amount that was paid for it. I just
went.
It
ain't fucking F1. Like this is why I'm trying. This is the difference that I'm trying to explain to you.
Yeah. No. Like, so I get that. I just didn't know the
when you keep asking me about like the rules changing. I'm like, there's a reason the rules get moved around and shit gets and people get fucked over.
Yeah,
it's because there's so much money involved. Like, ridiculous amounts of money.
Yeah.
Like, it's... You got to remember, these are, like, Ferrari, one of their sponsors is HP. Like, it's fucking big.
Pretty big.
You know what I'm saying? And it's an American company, so... Oh, and Cadillac, they finally let them in. 2026, they're probably going to be in. They had to get... It was Andretti Cadillac, but... They made Michael Andretti step down for whatever reason. They hate Michael Andretti, but his dad Mario, which is also part of the company, was an F1 guy. I don't know why they don't like Michael Andretti for real. I just don't think they like Americans, but it is what it is.
It's all right. I like you. You're an American. We're Americans.
I'm talking about something completely different.
I know. I'm just letting you know that I have.
Thank you, RJ. Kid, moving on.
All right, but. And we are moving
There's
forward.
actually something that I was gonna send you earlier, and now I think I forgot what it was.
What is that?
I just fucking told you I forgot.
Oh, yeah, you did. So while Jared attempts to remember that, I
It
just
was
want
a
you.
TikTok that I remember.
Is it Cody Rhodes?
No, no, what the fuck are you talking about? Why the fuck would I talk about that shit? Anyway, I did realize that he has a fucking he talks.
Lith.
Yeah, he talks with a lisp. I didn't know that.
Yeah, he does.
Anyway, oh yeah, so I just saw this thing on TikTok. It was a legit news source where they have discovered how to make diamonds into batteries.
Elaborate.
So they combine what they call it was carbon 14. I think it was carbon 14, maybe 15. Don't quote me on that. I could look it up in a second. But they combine, basically it's an atomic thing, radiation that they can put into a diamond, and the diamond will make it safe so it doesn't like irradiate or whatever.
Yeah.
And before anybody said, well, that means they got to keep digging for diamonds and people are going to die. Like, no, they can grow diamonds in labs now. And like, that's the whole thing. Like, if you go by, say, I was going to ask somebody to marry me, would your wife or your partner or whatever, would they care if you gave them a real diamond or lab grown diamond?
I mean,
is it ethical to tell them one's real and one's not?
oh man, that's tough.
Because you can't tell the difference. Because we know how the diamonds are made.
Yeah.
And once technology got to the point where all it is pressure and carbon, you can just take some carbon, which carbon is the most abundant fucking thing in the universe on this planet, and you can just fucking put it under heat and pressure, and you create a diamond. That's how the Earth makes them.
So I guess the real question is would that still be considered a real diamond?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It is a real diamond. It's made under the same process. It's got the same molecular fucking organization.
Then I don't think
structure. That's structure is the word.
Then I don't think necessarily like if you propose to somebody or anything.
Should you tell them that it is lab grown?
No, I don't. Now I know it might take away the value of like
That's the name of the episode, Lab Grown Diamond.
Lab Grown Diamond. All right.
That's what this show is.
Is I would want whoever I'm doing that for, if ever, to obviously be happy with it. I wouldn't want to give them any fake shit. I would want to give them real stuff. I don't think I would but telling them, it's like, oh, hey, that's not
it's not fake.
It's not.
Lab grown is much cheaper, but it's not fake. Again, it's the same exact molecular structure as a real diamond that grew on the planet.
Yeah, so I think that really boils down to sentimental shit. Like, even if the diamond is real.
That's the thing.
Chicks
are emotional. So if you tell them, oh, this was lab grown, they're going to fucking feel some type of way.
Yeah, well, and then I was going to get to that point in your statement where it's like, oh, hey, I didn't get a real rock from the earth. I had somebody grow it in a test lab because I think you're
I think it's dumb. First of all, it's a rock. Like, you just want to walk around with a rock on your finger. Like, I think it's the dumbest thing. This is one of those things where it's like, at a certain point in time, humans have to evolve. You can't just do everything just because traditionally this is what we did. I know you love tradition. Oh, it's Sunday and it's nice outside. Let's go have a beer. You don't have to do that. That's just what somebody told you should be doing, or what society has told you should be doing. But a fucking diamond is a fucking rock, bro. It's nothing. It's a possession again.
How do you guys feel about that?
They haven't really said anything.
Well,
but the whole thing, back to what that was just a thing that came in my head. But back to the whole thing. So these diamonds, the half-life, what do they say? The half-life of this carbon 14 or whatever, for like, I think he said 5,000 years or maybe 1,000 years. I'm mixing all my numbers up right now. But like over 1,000 years, that diamond would still have this 50% of the capacity for power to generate power that it did when it was first created.
Yeah.
And then they say, well, if something does go wrong with it, you can just send it back to the manufacturer. The manufacturer can basically break it down and reconstitute and do the shit again. So like that's sustainable energy.
Yeah.
And let me look it up.
And while Jared looks that up, folks, I want to remind you, you can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff for the audio. Every Monday at 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube, and every Saturday live here at 6:30 p.m.ish on Twitch. I mean, come on. There's podcast galore. Listen. Please. For the love of God. All right.
We said, been married before and had a diamond. My next marriage, I don't want a diamond. I don't want to be like everyone else. Well, I mean, that's what part of, I don't know.
Well, I mean, you got to remember, there's a lot of preference in the world, too.
It's not, was that, and then there's also pressure from, that, I guess as you get older, that pressure doesn't really mean, I don't know, man. If she really wants one, then she'll take a fucking lab-grown one. That's how I feel about it. Where is this?
Because it's a sacred bond, B. Out here in the corner bodega.
What are you talking
You heard? Go ahead. Continue.
I'm in the first diamond battery. Okay, I think this is what it is. That's from Newsweek.
Last thousands of years. Holy shit.
I'm calling us all old. Hold
on. If you can zoom in just a tad bit on that.
Carbon 14. I was close. I think I said 14.
No, I think you did. All right. So, to Jared's reference of a diamond being made into a battery, here is the I guess synopsis of it. A battery made of diamonds could power devices for thousands of years, scientists have announced. This battery would be powered by a diamond surrounding a radioactive isotope of known carbon known as carbon-14. The device would be able to provide power for far longer than modern batteries can, allowing them to be used in medical devices and even in extreme environments like outer space. Okay, oh shit, that's right up your alley. Diamond batteries offer a safe, sustainable way to provide continuous microwatt levels of power. They are emerging technology that uses a manufactured diamond to safely encase small amounts of carbon-14, said Sarah Clark, the director of tritium, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. Tritium, I'm sorry. Tritium fuel cycle at the UK Atomic Energy Authority in a statement. So this is obviously developing, I guess, science, if that's the correct word.
Some British institute have done. They've actually done it. So yeah, that's basically.
That's pretty wild, dude. Power out of a diamond, dude.
Yeah. See, these are the ladies that were on the video that I saw. So that's a British institute or whatever. But yeah, man, like protect them by all costs because that could change the world. They say it could replace regular alkaline batteries, which is the batteries that you have in your flashlight or whatever, and lithium, which you have in your phone.
Yeah.
And that means people don't have to mine in hazardous fucking areas slavingly away in certain countries or continents.
It literally could change the world.
It could. Whether it ever gets adopted is one thing. I mean, it's still going to cost money. So, like, they can make money off of it. It's just whether or not it gets pushed out there. But you got to remember, bro, think about this. Like, all the shit that we live in a time, and mostly because of the advancements of computers, I'd say.
Yeah.
But we live in a time where fucking crazy shit is more possible than ever.
Yeah. You know, that is 100% correct.
And And when I heard about this made me think about. So apparently the Egyptians, and it's never talked about, but the Egyptians had some kind of contraptions that was like out of a clay thing, and however they did it. I've only seen pictures and schematics, like drawings of it.
Yeah.
But it was like batteries, like 5,000 years ago. Their version of batteries, whatever technology that they had. So by using diamonds and like computers, again, a lot of the shit comes from silicone.
I
Silicon. There's
There's
two different.
So I believe
Silicon.
It's
It's
silicon. Silicon is the appropriate way.
That's
to
the
say
actual mineral. But that's basically a crystal. Same thing with diamond. Diamond is a crystal or a mineral. So, in a way, we're actually using the stuff the way it should be, but we're just now we can like put a fucking isotope in a fucking diamond and like, yo, power for 1,000 years. Like that's crazy.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it. Just thinking about it. But what we need you to think about, folks.
I feel like this technology will only be adopted by watch companies. At the beginning, yes, I agree. But you got to remember, if they can chemically make diamonds in a lab.
I'm going to go pee.
Oh, my God.
I got to pee. I'm sorry.
Yeah, bro. God damn. You leave at the worst time, too. Hurry up. If you can make a diamond, I don't know, the size of a car battery, you could put multiple isotopes in there. You could power your car. You could power an electric car. So, like, all this stuff, it can be scaled up. So, yeah, it's just, I don't know. It can all be scaled up. I think, yeah, if you look it up and like the little battery that they showed on the thing that I saw was like a very small, like the size of a watch battery or a game, some kind of small game. But again, all this stuff can be scaled up. We're making rockets that are like 400 times the size of a human. So yeah, the manufacturing and the technology is there. It's just a matter of but would it be profitable for a company? Yeah, I said they could definitely sell it. Because first of all, they would have to buy the rights to be able to use it. Let me read the rest of it. As in, they want you to buy more than the battery rather than less, so they can make more profits. I don't know, but that's the problem with stuff like this, like breakthroughs in energy technology. Oil companies are always going to find a way to suppress it because they make so much fucking money that it's going to be hard for us as a society to even get rid of it. That's what I'm saying. like Electric car companies easily. Everybody's making electric car. It's cheaper. It would be probably more. Well, I see what you're saying because they can't. They have to buy new cars if the batteries run out. I don't know. They don't want to make anything last anywhere any more the longer the profit. Yeah, that does make sense. I don't know. It would benefit humanity and higher than anything else than it would to not do that. But see, this is the problem. This is what happens when you created a greedy system. People just, I don't know, man.
What did I miss out on? I apologize.
They were talking about, but this goes back to the same thing. Like, this is why Tesla did, not the company Tesla, the actual Nikola Tesla. He's the one that actually invented a way to send power to houses. But it got suppressed by Thomas Edison because they were like, no, we want to and everybody like always reveres Thomas. Bro, goes back to what we're saying. We've been lied to forever. Thomas Edison, all he did was find smart people and basically steal their shit. Tesla had a way to give power to people, but Thomas Edison was like, nah, we need to make money off of this shit, so we're going to only house them up in here and then make people pay for it. They're going to have to pay us at this hub to send it out to their house. So that's where that comes from.
That son of a bitch.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's the reason we pay for this shit right here. Dickhead.
Yeah, all this shit. Corporate greed. Yep. Who's best view? Okay, I don't even know who that was. I mean, I wouldn't have deleted it because was that some spam shit? What up, Londa? You're late.
Oh, Londa, what's up, dude? Welcome to the show. Always good to see you. I just got back from taking a pee, and I am terribly sorry for. I know it's super sacrilegious to get up in the middle of the show.
Yeah, nobody wanted to hear my boring fucking rant about battery technology.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know that. I don't think people want to hear about me talking to go pee.
It did spark a good conversation, though.
No, well, that isn't that the point? To have healthy conversation.
Oh, I got you. Oh, you just missed. Damn, you missed that whole segment. But we were talking about how they've invented these batteries that they can run for 1,000 years. What was it? 1,000?
Yeah, about 1,000 years off of a diamond, a carbon-14 diamond.
Well, yeah, they put an isotope of carbon-14 into a diamond to keep it safe, so it doesn't fucking radiate anything, but it can power shit. So that's what we were talking about.
Yeah, pretty fascinating scientific shit.
Yeah,
on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. And as my
hope those studies are going pretty good. We need you to be finished, because
so you can come.
Yes, so you can be here on time every week.
Yeah, you can come hang out and eat a burger with us.
Eat a burger?
Nah, I don't know. Eat a burger just.
Don't they eat horses over there?
Maybe.
Yeah, Overeem used to eat horses, right? He's from the Netherlands.
I maybe they do. I don't know. See, I don't have that like layer of. I don't want to use the term authenticity because that's not what it is, but the layer of just
knowledge,
random knowledge that you have. Like,
you should, bro. Your fucking hat is getting lower.
Is it?
Yes, you're pushing it down.
I'm not doing anything to it.
Bro, I haven't touched somebody tell me if his fucking hat is not getting lower or not. That shit is crazy.
Even when I went upstairs to pee, I did not touch it. I have not touched this hat at all.
I think you're doing this as a bit.
Dude, I'm not touching my hat. If anything, it's probably my eyebrows moving it, if I had to guess. That's the only thing I got to say. I feel like a true
See, over your eyes. Everybody says we don't eat horses, at least not here. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I know Alistair Overeem was eating.
He said not here, so that means it's a thing. So, like, somewhere. So, is that a thing, Londa?
No, he looks like... No, he looks like the dude from Next Friday. Like, no more locked doors, eh?
Gracias.
Okay, that's borderline. Relax.
Well, it's also a part of the bit.
I bet you want some fucking beans and shit too, huh?
I don't want any
some refried beans and some tortillas.
Here, first of all, that's delicious.
You know.
Second of all,
you know,
when I think of beans, I think of pork and beans, which is
yeah, he is a donut.
Oh, thanks. I appreciate.
Not you, it's Alistair Overeem. Relax. No, you're a donut too, but
I dropped the donut. Oh my god.
Okay, that sounds weird. Anyway, so over Thanksgiving, I want to talk about this because it was.
I should brought down more booze.
It was funny, bro. Stop being a bitch.
I don't have a glass.
Yeah, well, yeah, right there. You got one right there.
Oh, dude, it's old and sticky.
Oh well.
Maybe the alcohol will kill the germs.
Oh, shut up. So anyway, over Thanksgiving, I was at my cousin's house, and we were sitting. We were just about to have dessert, and we were just sitting there talking, and somehow it came up with like me dating chicks or whatever date chicks. So it was my mom across from me, my cousin next to me, and my aunt across there, and somehow people like talk about nagging came up. Like
nobody likes a nagger.
I swear to God, I fucking hate you.
I'm sorry.
I fucking hate your fucking guts.
Did you
No,
know
I
that
I swear to God, shut the fuck up or I will fucking punch you. So, we're talking about naggers.
the fuck up
and like how like I was just tired of like I didn't want a chick that's gonna be nagging me all the time, and I was like, yeah, and my mom said that, yeah, you don't want anybody that's gonna nag you all the time, this, that, and other thing. And I was like, yeah, I don't want no naggers. And we just busted out laughing at the table. Wait, no, first of all, no, I forgot one part. So I said that.
I'm sorry. Dude.
I said that, and my mom was like, what? Like, you gotta remember, my mom she's older and she's at the early stages of dementia. Maybe not as early. She's like in it. So like everything doesn't come as quick. But this came quick. She was like, "What you say?"
Yeah.
And I was like, "I don't like naggers." And we busted out laughing because it sounded like I was like this country motherfucker was like, "I don't like naggers." We were dying, bro. That was just a funny moment. That's one of those moments I'm gonna look back like in a few years and be like, "Fuck, man."
Yeah, no, dude. It's good to have the little things like that with family. Trust me, there's been a couple in my life that I remember very fondly, especially before, Thanksgiving or a holiday meal kind of thing. It's important. It's super important, because we're here just, one time. So we got to make the most of it. And that's why we make the most of it here on this podcast. Or we at least attempt to make the most of it here on this podcast. And I attempt.
Londa just got he got ad hit.
Oh.
I mean, that's a good way to support the show. You just watch some ads. Might be some cool ones. I don't know. I wish I could see what they were.
Yeah, what the fuck are they? That would be very what is displaying as our
This is a good question. I don't know. I'm fucking signed in, so I can't tell.
Nah, it's all right. It's all right. So do you know that they recently came out with a
we got them too.
What the ads?
We got ads too.
Oh, hey, can they hear us while they have ads?
Nope.
Oh, they
go straight into the ads. If you're on browser, you can see a small thing of us talking in the corner. But I have you on my TV and my phone, so I can see. Oh, okay. So I think
all
it's
right. Who's that? Wee Wee?
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, dual layered, layer it up.
And here comes Epic saving the day.
All right.
But you got to refresh.
Are those gifted subs?
Yep.
Those are
10 gifted subs from Epic. Thank you, sir.
Dude, if we
refresh the page if you got a gift or you got a sub.
If we ever outlive you, and I don't want to go into specifics.
Outlive who?
Epic.
Oh.
I just want to make sure.
I will outlive him.
Well, yeah, it's because he's going to die fighting a bear.
Actually, he's
and
always
no picture of the bear.
He's always in a frozen environment, so he might live longer. He's cryogenics like naturally up there.
Yeah, dude, he's like fucking Victor Freeze, dude. Like, come on, man. Like, get out of here. He's like, yeah, man, it's only negative 20 degrees and I'm out here in this blizzard. He was like, oh, by the way, and he's just like eating like, Jared's chuck roast. Like, the fuck?
Jared's chuck roast.
Yeah, well, I mean, you always talk about it.
I want to do a chuck roast, but I don't want to be eating beef for a week and a half or a week.
No, that'll get old.
It'll get really old.
I would get. I would take 2 days, maybe a minor third day max, and that's it.
Yeah, but you can't buy chuck roast like in small quantities.
I know that's the problem. So I understand the dilemma that you have. It's just like when my
mom.
But
I really wanted some venison.
Weren't you telling me a story the other day about that?
Was I?
Were you? I feel like you were.
About venison? About deer?
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh my God.
I don't know who I
can't deal with two people in my life with dementia.
First of all, I don't have dementia. First of all. Second of all.
Early stages, yeah.
I've been up for like 15 hours. All right. I've also.
That's how it starts.
I guess. Well, I will say that, as much as I try to retain information, I also forget information. And, I hate that about getting older. I don't like it. I hate it. I can't stand it. I pride myself so well on memorizing a fucking shitload of everything, which is a lot, by the way.
Yeah, but you memorize shit that doesn't matter.
No,
You memorize fucking shit about games.
It depends on what game it is.
It doesn't matter.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a game.
Speaking of games, I have been playing The Last of Us 2 this week. I finally bought it last weekend. $50 I was trying to get it cheaper.
That's all right.
But it's $50. It was $50.
So let me ask you a question before you go any further.
Uh-oh.
How far in the game are you?
Day 2. Seattle day 2. And I'm trying to get I'm ashamed to admit this, guys, but I'm doing an RJ, and I'm trying to get the Safecracker achievement.
There you go.
I've got 3 more to get, and I'm following it through the game as I get it because I just want that trophy. I don't know why that's the one I want. I think because you're dressed like a fucking Safecracker right now, and a cracker, but it is what it is.
So, what character are you playing as?
What the fuck you mean? What character am I playing as? I'm playing as fucking Ellie. That's the only character you can play as.
Okay, so you saw it.
Of course I saw. Yeah, don't talk about it because the show's about to come out.
Yeah.
Show's coming out, I think they said spring of 2025.
I'm going to tell you, dude, I've played a lot of video games.
You cried like a bitch, didn't you?
No. I'm going to tell you, there has been nothing.
Somebody ruined it for me, and I fucking, when it happened.
They should be shot in their head.
No, when it happened.
I'm sorry.
It didn't.
I hate to say that.
It didn't really affect me because I was like, for some reason, I feel like that was going to happen. I knew, or maybe even if they didn't tell me and I didn't remember, I knew somebody was going to die that we were already attached to. Because you got to think about it. The first game, they fucking got you attached to this little girl, and then, bop, she got fucking shot. So I knew somebody was gonna die I was even thinking when I was playing, I'm like, bro, like if they're gonna live up to the first game, they're gonna have to fucking kill somebody else.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. That is easily one of the. I would argue to say top 5 moments in games that made me go, holy fucking shit.
Londa said, drop the gloves in the hat, bro. You look amazing without those items. Pause. He said pause.
Oh, well, I appreciate the pause, by the way. No, I just wanted to go for a scandalous, mischievous French burglar.
I'll say it again. Hold on.
I feel like Sean Connery.
I'll say it again because, I don't know. No, some people weren't here for it, but I'll say it again. I said earlier that RJ looks like he just offed a CEO of a high-level healthcare system or company. So, yeah. It doesn't hit as hard the third time.
It's all right. No, but to go back to the game a little bit.
Why is it over there?
Because I poured some.
That's so selfish.
I'm not. I try not to be. Dude, I've been up for like 13 hours. I can't believe it.
I don't give a fuck.
I slept for like 5. I can't even believe I'm still.
Cry more, kid.
Oh, you know what? My coworker's been telling me that lately. And they suck. I love you guys.
Because they're right.
Yeah. Fucking anuses. No, but so put it this way. When that game first came out, and you get, as far along into the game up to a certain point, and certain things, what is the word I'm looking for?
Education.
No, fuck. What is the word I'm looking for? It's killing me, dude. Certain things transpire. There we go. All right. Ooh. Sorry. Hold on.
Great Scott.
Hot doggy. Certain things transpire, and I will tell you, I was literally sitting there, and I was like, WTF, like legit. I like stuff like that.
You didn't admit that you didn't think that anything was going to happen, though?
I didn't think that anything was going to happen. I didn't think anything was going to happen that early, if that makes any sense.
Bro,
it happens like 45 minutes into the game. And I think that's the beauty and I think that's where some of the
first game was
the
same way. The first game was the same way.
Oh, and I understand that. But at the same time, with the first game, where learning the characters. Now, since the game's ended, we're getting into the second
You
one.
didn't get to learn who his daughter was. All you know was she fixed. Hold on. All you know was she fixed his watch. They loved each other, and they was the only people they had. And you got to play with her. So that's the only attachment that you got.
In the first game yet? Well, no, not at all. Because that is, in my eyes...
What the fuck am I doing? What is that? Keep going.
In my eyes, is a small layer of a deep character development. His daughter dies in the first, 20
PC versus fucking console. Got it.
His daughter dies in the first 20, 30 minutes of the game. And then he goes on, he meets Ellie. They go through this, if you were to play it in one sitting, maybe 7 or 8 hour playthrough or whatever it is, you learn to understand how Joel is longing for that connection that he's missing with his daughter, what he develops with Ellie. And so I think when the second game came out, I didn't know what to expect personally. Really.
I knew there was going to, because I literally thought right before, probably a few minutes before it happened, I was like, oh, yeah, I knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, and I think the big...
Plus, I already knew who the main characters of the second game would be just because I've seen shit.
And so I think... So here's the big kicker with it. So when the first game came out, dude, there was probably like a 6-year gap between the second game. So over that 6-year time span,
second game, no, it was 10 years before.
So there's a nice time gap.
Because I didn't play the first game until 10 years after it was out.
Oh yeah, I think the first one was 2013.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
So when the second one came out, the lore of the game had been built up for close to a decade at this point.
Yeah.
And so when you go into it with a fresh mind, because I played it opening weekend, because I made
all right, we don't need to know all that.
Oh, well, I'm just saying, but in terms of impact and storytelling and all that, I just, a lot of people hate it. I don't like it personally, but it did what it was.
Hate what? What are you saying?
Well, I don't want to give it away.
Oh, you hate the way they did the second. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, cry more, kid.
What do you mean? I think the second game is fabulous.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. I feel like for the story to progress, you have to do that.
Yeah, and that's where the kicker comes in, is because I think all the people that are emotionally attached to any character understand that.
Because then
to a degree.
Then you don't even see, if that doesn't happen, you don't see the development of Ellie and who she becomes later. So and if people I saw a brief thing, because once you start doing this shit, for some reason everything that you fucking own knows that you're doing something, because then it'll show up everywhere. So I saw this thing how people are upset about the storyline of 2.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, I'm not fully through the game, but I'm like, hey, I find this game a lot easier to play because I don't feel stressed out like I did in the first one. There's some scenes that are stressed out or stressing, and there's some a lot of jump scares. There's a lot, but I don't feel as stressed out as I did playing the first one.
No, this game is more of an emotional roller coaster than anything, and for the right reasons, respectfully. But I would say, man, when you have a character that is kind of, offed in a video game, like in a trilogy or anything like that, it's always hard to, one, write them off, and it's too hard to
first of all,
continue.
It never happened
with the rest of the story, depending on a fan favorite. I will personally tell you, I think the saddest death in any video game ever is probably Dom in Gears 3.
Oh my God,
yeah.
The Gears 3
well, I'm just saying.
And that's the end of the segment for Gaming with RJ, ladies and gentlemen.
I like
as soon as he starts talking about Gears of War of Halo or fucking
Well, I mean, I'm finally gonna.
There's
be
no
able
new
to-
good games out that I want to play.
Well, hold on. Indiana Jones is out,
Oh yeah, I just saw. I was
yeah.
watching.
and apparently it's getting rave reviews. Apparently it's great.
Well, I was watching.
I'm glad you said that. Sorry, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was watching someone play it last night, and the opening scene is from the original movie, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The person I was watching, she's pretty young, I guess, because she was like, "I've never seen the first one." I was like, "What the fuck?" Me hearing somebody say they've never seen Indiana Jones, any of them, is wild to me.
Yeah, it's pretty. That's like when somebody says they don't get like a Simpsons reference from me. Like it makes me.
Yeah, but
feel
nobody's been watching The Simpsons for 36 years.
I've been around for 36 years.
Yeah, you, the only one that has watched every fucking season.
No, I haven't watched anything in the last 10 years. I'm just talking about like older episodes.
Oh, the lady, I think the lady who plays Millhouse is retired.
Yes, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that. Millhouse Van Houten.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know, but yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find a new game to play at because I'm almost done with this game. As soon as I get that safe cracker, I'm like, fuck this. There's no new games out, man. There's no games that. I'm telling you, video games have been ass the last 10 years.
There's a lot of good indie stuff out there. Have you tried to play like Baldur's Gate?
I don't want it, Baldur's Gate. That's too long of a game.
Well, that's the thing is,
And I don't like RPGs.
I'm not a big RPG guy myself, but if the story is good, I'll play it. That's my thing.
Nah,
Like
I'm not trying to walk through and fucking. Oh, I gotta beat this boss. I gotta beat this. If I don't get this rhythm down, then I don't. Nah, that's not fun for me.
So I will say this. So the other night, so I've obviously been playing. So my just to the entertainment beaker.
Someone who didn't see South Park. Oh, yeah.
Because
South Park has been around for what? We're already on the entertainment beaker. What are you talking about?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. But anyway.
Oh, I guess. Okay, I guess we were on gaming. But go ahead.
You're right. Sorry, maybe I did like a little impromptu thing. No, but with Call of Duty,
Here he goes.
yeah. Sorry.
Go ahead.
I hate to do this. Give me a minute, and then I'll leave you alone. So we have reached our 8th prestige.
Is that? Are you really just good? Okay, go ahead.
8th prestige. So we are 2 prestiges.
Who is
away.
we?
I'm saying like we subjectively, like as an I. So I mean I have hit
Okay.
8th. So when I say we collectively, I mean we as the Mad Scientist Lab. Come on, brother. Come on, man. You're supposed to support
I'm
me,
not
guy.
with you on that one. I told you I don't give a fuck about Call of Duty. That's just boring as fuck. It's boring.
That's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Anyway, so I'm 2 prestiges away from hitting 10th prestige and hitting prestige legacy. I know that sounds like kind of like a fool's tale to some people. But in the last month, I've been able to go up a shitload of levels. I've been able to maintain
8th prestige is your new pronoun.
8th prestige.
Called me 8th prestige.
Oh shit! Hey, if I'm not done by, put it this way, I think I'll be done by. I don't have a watch on. Don't know what I'm looking at. I think I'll have my 9th prestige by Tuesday, if I had to guess.
Sounds really boring and
It's not. So I'm working
labor intensive.
I'm getting close to my Nebula camo, which I'm very excited for. It's really cool. It looks like a.
You're doing all this just by fucking zombie killing, right?
Do you know what's crazy? It's because that's how they built the game. So yeah, that's how I've been able to farm and power level. Yeah.
Farming. There it is. There's the word I was looking for. So you're just a farmer. Got it. Grinder ass bitch.
Oh, I could do it the old way, dude. I thought I was gonna have to do it the old way. But do you know what's even crazier? Is once I do hit 10th prestige, which is another 130 levels from now, I still have another 1,000 levels to go. So all that's multiplayer, easy, because I want the dark matter camo. Because each, I guess, game mode, Warzone, Zombies, and a traditional COD multiplayer have their own mastery camos for every gun. So I'm working on the Nebula camo currently in Zombies, but I am. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. I'm working on it currently. It basically makes you get every camo for every weapon in that game mode, and then it gives you challenges to unlock the premier camo. So slowly working on that. Then we're going to get into multiplayer to unlock Dark Matter, and then we're going to get into Warzone, and then that's when we're going to be really egregious.
Dark Matter?
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
Man, who doesn't love fucking Dark Matter? Jesus Christ, man. I mean, who out there doesn't like a big chunk
Yeah, we do
of
have
Dark
a shirt.
Matter?
There's one shirt hanging right there. I haven't worn it yet.
He has not. But don't worry, it's there.
I'll put it on now.
Jared is getting up. Oh, my God.
Shut up.
One of the first. So while Jared is getting up, getting undressed in front of me, oh, my God. Put your pants on. I'm just joking. I swear to God, I'm joking. We don't do things like that here. Nah, I don't. No.
You want to see my pants?
No, I don't want to see your fucking wang, dude. No. Maybe they heard it in the background, echoing off the prestigious walls that we have down here.
Echoes in this motherfucker.
Well, I don't know, Jared. I only live here. I know enough to get through 36 years of life. I don't know about
Dad. About to come out.
Oh man, look at the sir. Oh my God, hold on. Jared is over here like redecorating halfway through the show. More than halfway through the show. Oh wait, no. It's all right. It's all right. It's okay. And he has sat back down.
Shut up with the fucking play-by-play.
You know what's crazy is that I would make an excellent play-by-play commentator.
You would, but you dropped the fucking ball. You didn't do what you're supposed to do to get to where you needed to be. So don't blame it on nobody else but yourself.
Well,
there you go. You happy? I finally wore it.
He's wearing it.
Plus, it's cold down here, so.
It is cold. It's cold as shit outside, dude. Dude, literally the day after Thanksgiving, I went outside and I was like, what the fuck? Is it January 31st? It's cold as shit, dude. So I've been.
What? January 31st. Oh, look at him. Oh, he's spilling, guys.
I'm not.
Suck it up.
First of all, I'm not sucking things
That's
up.
Scotch Guard like a motherfucker.
Look at that.
It's going to sink in at some point. I don't know.
It's all right. It can stay there. Don't worry. By the time I sell this house for millions of dollars, because it's the official.
You keep reminding me of certain things that I'm about to have to deal with here pretty soon.
I don't mean to do that. That's not my intention.
Hand me that.
Oh, okay. All right.
It's hot as fuck here. Man, hot as fuck.
Who's saying that? I know it's epic.
I know. First of all the motherfuckers in here right now. There's no way that it's hot as fuck wherever you are.
You guys come from the coldest places on the fucking planet. What do you mean?
He said it's.
No, fuck you.
He said it hit 40. I'm like, yeah, well, it hit 40 here today, too.
Dude, the fucking wind was blowing. Dude, I wore 3 layers of pants today. I wore 3 shirts. I wore 2 jackets, these gloves, this hat, and a hoodie. All right? Standing in my service department. This
was right after he popped those 3 shots. Oh, wait, sorry.
I don't know what you mean. Regardless, Jared doesn't know who I am, and neither do you. Vote Jared Lee, 2028.
But see, here's the difference. See, that guy shaved. You wouldn't shave, so that's how you would get caught. Because it would. Although, if you shaved right after, because you always say you don't want to shave your face. So if you did that and you shaved right after, nobody would know it was you.
Well,
but we know it wasn't you because you didn't shave.
No, I did not off the CEO of a prime company that regulates the universe. Why would I do that?
You know the funny part is, that's my health insurance. I haven't yet to use it since I've been with this organization.
Well,
and I need to. No, I need to.
Well, you should probably.
Motherfucker.
Is there a reason you're not going for checkups? Are you afraid?
I think
we're all scared to go.
First of all, that's one.
Yeah.
The other one is I didn't have proper fucking transportation at the time.
I think that's a very fair.
And
assessment.
now that I do, I'm also dealing with someone else's health stuff. So I'm split between dealing with my own health and someone else's health.
That's a very tough decision to make, but
It's not about decisions. It's just your brain can only take so much at one time.
yeah.
So
That I agree with. But brother, if I was gonna ever give you a hint of advice in life, and this is the only time if I ever did
he
it,
didn't need to take hostages. He just needed to fucking.
yes, that's not what I did. Yeah, that's right. You're not fucking pinning this shit on me. Look at this. I'd leave fingerprints with my.
Yeah, the
glove.
other guy didn't have gloves on.
I like to call these my DuPont circle gloves.
Whoa.
Yeah. That's what the guys at work call them.
For anyone who doesn't know and doesn't live in the D.C. area, the DuPont Circle is where the they, thems, and rainbow flag carriers hang out.
Dude, yeah, that's what they call my gloves.
That's funny.
Hey, DuPont Circle. Oh,
That's
my
funny.
God, dude. Yeah, they fucking roast the shit out of me. It's all good.
It's like you had to cut the fingers off because the rest of the fingers were filled with doo doo. You've been putting your fingers in too many booty holes.
Dude. Oh my God, dude. They'd be fucking just reaming me at work, bro. It's hilarious.
Whoa, phrasing.
Verbally reaming me.
Oh, it doesn't sound.
That doesn't sound better. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, your golden rule. You like people's work ethic.
Who, me? Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
What do they look like? People you like their work ethic. What do they look like? Were you drinking before I got here?
I had like 2 drinks before you got here, dude. I've been up for I literally slept for like 6 hours.
Yeah, but you seem more drunk than tired.
Maybe I am. Who knows? I don't know yet. I'll know. I don't know yet, dude. I'll know in like 45 minutes. Dude, put it this way. I'll know after you leave and I'm sitting in my chair.
Let's do this.
Playing Call of Duty.
Oh, my
God. Playing Call of Duty.
I knew you would.
Yeah, then I'm going to be like,
You know what, guys? I'm tired. I was going to go to sleep, you know. Yeah.
No,
I just can't get any kills right now.
Oh, my God, dude. The new maps. Oh, fuck, dude. They're killing me.
See? Look.
Oh, the new maps are killing me.
Pretty good, right?
Well, no, but the thing is with the new maps, like the other night, I just played them to play them.
Here
like
comes the excuses, ladies and gentlemen.
that I am still.
He's gonna tee up on the 9th with the excuse of I am tired and keep going. RJ, we're gonna allow you to continue what you're saying, and I'm gonna do this golf voice for the rest of the time.
As you continue, do you?
No. Do your regular voice. And let me do the golf voice.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna play call all your in the golf voice all your excuses. Go ahead.
I like golf voice, Jared. So normally, what I do is that when there's new maps, it's like, all right, my 3 games is like my max, right? Like I can either win.
And this is when he says his age is getting to him because he can't remember any of the maps.
So the maps are newer. I don't know them to begin with. So I can.
So he got shot too many times because he can't remember the maps.
I did go -6. Now that I think about it, very, very detrimental to my mental health.
He says detrimental, but he doesn't even know what it means.
Not in the slightest. Thank you, Chuck. What I was going to say is that I always give like a new playlist 3 games to where obviously you can win all 3 games. You could lose all 3 games. You could win 1. You could win 2, or whatever the case may be. But it gives me an idea of how kids are playing these new maps, all right? Because granted, most of these updates come out around 1 o'clock Eastern time for the most part. And I know there's people all over the world clamoring for it. And then I get on at 9:30 at night. So there's 8 hours of time span that people have been playing.
Using the excuse of, I have to work, and 8 hours is not enough for me to do anything besides nothing.
If I were to pump my putt, Chuck, I would do it, and I wouldn't tell you. But in terms of time, it doesn't take much time. That's why I'm alone. But
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Thank you, Chuck. What I was going to say is that when you have just that, even that little bit of leverage on map spawns.
Leverage, just another word. He doesn't know what it means.
Spawn points, all this, you can't expect to just take control of the game, if that makes any sense.
Spawn, something he will never do.
Yeah. That's because you got to get laid, and you got to get laid to do that. And I'm just very happy to have Chuck Murphy here with us.
Who said my name was Chuck Murphy?
I did.
I apprate it, but thank you. Thank you.
So Chuck Murphy has
thank
been
you, Tom.
You're welcome, Chuck. We've been
Tom Lazarus.
Yes, Lazarus.
Not Lazarus.
Lazarus. I'm gonna stop looking at the camera like this because it's weird. But no, he's been a very
Neither do we. That's the whole point.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just kind of going with what's happening. We've got a plethora of things that are going on.
A plethora.
And we always appreciate Chuck Murphy's voice every time we're out here on the green, trying to put a hole in one. All right. And then when we do have to hit a birdie or, even knock a par in, the ball still goes in. And when the ball goes in, that
we just
means
said you couldn't spawn. So you've never had a ball in anything.
I've never touched a scent of anything. The only pubic hair I know is the stuff on my face.
We should get that one chick over here. Again.
No, I don't know what that is. I don't know what.
She was very drunk and she said over.
Oh, no, please, no. Oh, God. That shit, ruined my life, bro.
It didn't ruin your life. Shut up.
No, it just.
You needed that.
Nah, well, we all need it, but at the same time, it's just. That's not who. I only did that because I was there and they were like, oh, hey, this is happening. I was like, okay, cool. It's nothing I was, looking to do. But since I was
never
there,
looking for it.
Yeah, but since I, was there.
You know what happened?
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
And so I did it, right? And then, oh, my God, dude. And then I don't want to say I felt bad. I didn't feel bad. I actually felt kind of good. But at the same time, I just felt bad, man. It's I think here. I'm gonna say this.
What's your pickup line for women? You first.
You can't have A without B. That's Anheuser and Busch. That's when I have both Budweisers in my hand.
Let's just say I don't even need to go at this point.
We don't need to go anywhere.
No. I don't even need to say my pickup line. I don't really have a pickup line.
Well, neither do I. But that. If
that explains a lot.
It doesn't explain anything.
Explains a lot.
So I was so who's fucking making fun of me?
Oui.
Oh my God.
That was horrendous.
What was? Well, put it this way. I said it one time and it was really smooth and it worked and that was that.
I like that one. I'm looking for treasure.
Can
I search your chest?
Yeah, there you go. All right, that's a good. Depends on who you're talking to. You got to be careful when you say shit like that.
Oh, fuck these hoes.
Yeah, well, I know that, but at the same time, yeah, fuck these, fucking get your ass locked up, dude. Dude, it's easy to say some super old man cornball shit like a dad joke, and then somebody's like, oh, LOL, touch my boob, and then you're like, oh yeah, okay. And then you got people that are just, upset about everything in general. And then we can't do anything to help those people.
I don't have pickup lines.
I don't. So the idea of a pickup line.
Oh my God. Go ahead, RJ.
Hold on. The idea of a pickup line, I think, is really based upon a couple of things.
Oh, here's one. That's a nice smile. I like to see it wrapped around my dick. So, that was wild.
I mean, dude,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's a good one. Yeah, but what I'm saying is that we could joke about saying shit like that. You can't say that to some chick you just met.
No, not if I was gonna say respect that. I don't respect shit. So I know I'm playing. No, I wouldn't say that. I don't know. I play it cool, and I kind of see where her head's at first.
Yeah, that's always I think a very big important thing.
And
too.
then if I feel like there could be chemistry there, then I'll see. But I'm not gonna be like, hey, You come around here much?
Yeah.
Like, that just, I don't think that really works.
I normally come in here Wednesday with my assless chaps. Sorry that you missed it since it's Thursday.
There he goes.
You know, but that's something that you would say, not something that I would say.
I wouldn't say that.
I feel like you would, but it's okay.
If I was joking. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try that. I'm going to try some wild shit just to
Dude, just say some wild
shit. But I don't
shit,
go
bro.
anywhere. Like,
I don't go anywhere either, dude. I'm a very boring
well, we know
person.
you don't go anywhere. You're a loser.
I am not a loser. I am like one of the most respected. I feel like Bilbo Baggins right now, dude. I feel like an old man.
A fat Faison liar.
No, what a year it's been too. You know, shout out to Cat Williams. No, but
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, just good lord. What I was gonna say is that, you know, you gotta, I don't know, just kind of learn when to stop a little bit. I don't know. Put it this way, and I'm glad you said that. And I don't want anybody to think that it's
Look,
me
if
now.
the bitch don't reciprocate, then fuck her, dog.
So I'm gonna tell a story, and this is gonna stay between me and you.
There's no, and everybody else listening and watching. Sure, go ahead.
Really?
Yes.
All right. So I remember this was probably maybe close to 8-9 years ago, living with a buddy of mine, all that and all this shit. And I come home from work one night. I'm drunk, you know, not raging drunk.
Of course.
Yeah, no, but I'm buzzing. You know, I'm cool. Come into, you know, the my residence, and there's people there, and I'm cool with it. And I'm like, hey, hi, how's everybody? Blah, blah, blah.
We don't need all the details. Just get to the point.
So at some point in time, I basically came out into the living room and was like, hey, is anybody here gonna have sex? Or like, you know, like, or is anybody here fucking, like, you know, or some shit like that.
Okay.
And oh God, forgive me, please.
You shot your shot. That's what that was.
No, that really wasn't what I was going for. I was trying to sleep and they were being loud. And I was just like, hey, if you guys are going to be loud, get fucked, you know.
Wait, so did they fuck?
No, because I told them to get out. So
this is your house.
no, this is an apartment that I lived in at some point in
Oh,
time.
are they? So you were asking, were they fucking you?
Well, I don't care if they're fucking me or fucking any. Like, my whole point is like, obviously I care if they're fucking me. Obviously. Hold on. Time out. Obviously I care. Obviously I care. So no, my point was I come inside. Everybody's being.
Oh, you
polite.
came inside, huh?
Yeah. So I say hi to everybody and it's cool.
I love it when you come inside. That was
Don't
wild.
they? Yeah,
Pause.
Yeah. Don't they all? But when.
That's edited. I'm editing that out.
Please. No, but I was just like, hi. I waved to everybody. I was like, hey, I went in my room, and like an hour goes by, and it's getting late, and I can't sleep because everybody's being loud. I'm like, hey guys, can you tone it down a bit? And they're like, cool, and they start being loud again. And then after like the second or third time, I was just like, hey, if you guys aren't like, fucking, like then get the fuck out.
So you were just being a curmudgeon.
I would say that would be the best word to use it. And this was not to knock the young ladies that were there, but I'm trying to sleep. I had a long day, had like a 14-hour day. And
that's not what I said.
Unless you want to kick in my door.
I said everyone.
And be like, oh, hey, I need you in my life, RJ. Then I'm going to try to go to bed. And then I basically got up and was like, hey, if you guys aren't having sex, then you can get the fuck out of my house.
That was a horrible story.
I just thought it was cool. Well, it's not cool.
Nothing cool happened. You just told people to get out of your house. All you had to do was say, hey, I told people were being loud and I told them to get out of my house. That's all that story was.
I mean, it meant a lot more at the time, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, because you thought you was a big shot. Like, this is my house, motherfucker.
No, I didn't do all that. I didn't do
out.
Yeah, I didn't do the whole, the whole Glock bang thing.
You ready to put a hole in the motherfucker?
Yeah, no, I didn't even say that. I didn't even raise my voice at these people.
You don't have to raise your voice when you got a shotgun in your hand.
Well, that's what has all the power at that point.
I was cleaning my guns the other day, and I was waiting for somebody to walk through my door, and I was like, yo.
I don't even want to come to your door now. I'm like, fuck, if I knock, I'm going to get blown to the fucking...
You've known I've had guns. What are you talking
I understand that, but I don't want to be, like, knocking on a bad day, and you're just, like, panicking. You're just like, oh, God.
That's not how real gun owners work.
Okay, first of all, I'm glad. Thank you. Because I don't want to be shot knocking on your door.
The amount of people that own guns in this country, you think that like what you see on the news is how they are, or the movies?
No, you fucking asshole.
So what are you talking about then?
I don't know.
Yeah, we know you don't know what you're talking about.
Nothing. Absolutely nada.
You didn't tell me I had a booger in my nose this whole time.
I didn't even notice it, to be honest with you.
They'll tell me on Monday.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you got rid of it, if that makes you feel any better. I literally had no idea.
I don't think I did.
No,
I think I did now.
All right, well, I'm glad. Well, that's what happens when the weather's fucking frigid. Fuck. That's why you got to wear these burglar gloves. Yeah, you can call me Burglar Richard, by the way. All right, that's what I do. I won't leave any
Pizza burglar.
Yeah, dude, I don't know. I was just like, this is what I'm going to wear. And I was like, fuck it.
You're a weirdo.
No.
No.
But I just, I feel like there's something I wanted to say real quick. Oh, yeah. But before we go,
that's frigid for us.
but it's frigid.
40s. I mean, it's not frigid, but it's not
It's
insane
it's
either.
cold enough.
Yeah. Imagine listening to an artist, you hear this. Yo, shout out to my homies. This song is for you guys. Yeah, sometimes when I'm lonely, I put my dick in baloney. You didn't spell baloney right, but yeah, that's pretty funny.
I like to pronounce it Bologna.
Okay, I liked yours better, Londa.
Hey, Wanda, thank you. You know, your rhymes and your MC input is always very welcome because we are hip hop heads, and your rhymes were just killer.
Shout out to Kendrick Lamar.
Ooh.
Fuck Andrew Schultz. Shots fired. He'll never see this anyway, so who cares?
So I'm convinced at this day and age that Kendrick Lamar is the real life version of the Boogeyman. I'm 100% convinced.
I saw a clip.
There's nobody on this planet that is more convincing of being the Boogeyman than Kendrick Lamar.
Okay. Well, first of all, you got to mustard. You got to explain what that means.
Should I?
No. I did see a video of this guy. I forgot. Torre X. He's a hip hop journalist. I remember seeing him years. Like I think he worked for Vibe or whatever. But he's been around for a long time. But he has a TikTok, and he was saying like people have to reevaluate their top 5 now in hip hop because he had like his was like Hove, Nas, somebody, Kendrick, and Weezy. He was like, now you got to reevaluate this shit. And Kendrick might be 1 or 2 at this point. Because this year, as an MC, phenomenal. And I keep hearing people say, Tyler, the Creator, his album was good. And I've heard it. I've listened to it. It didn't hit me, like, emotionally. I didn't get any feeling from it like I got from Kendrick's new album. It's good, like all well and good. Like and here's what the person that I saw that their argument was: because Tyler the Creator produced a lot of his own stuff and he was also rapping on it. But how many producer rappers are better than straight MCs?
I'd say 0 to none, dude.
It's not a lot.
Yeah.
Kanye was close.
I mean, dude, honestly, he might be one of the better arguments, and
Because you think about,
especially mainstream wise.
So you think about, I'm talking all mainstream, mostly mainstream. So Kanye was probably up there, producer, rapper. Bobby Digital / RZA.
No.
But his MCing skills, he was not the best in Wu-Tang.
No, not at all.
He was probably like 6th best, if anything. And that's out of 10. And that's how you know, like, there was nothing but lyricists in that motherfucker. Tyler, the Creator, good. He produces good music. But I'm not sure his MCing skills are anywhere near Kendrick's.
Yeah, but I also think, and to agree with you, is that what Kendrick has done in the last year is pretty. To be honest with you, man, it's pretty transcendent.
Unheard of.
Yeah, it's pretty transcendent.
Probably one of the best years at an MC in hip hop could ever have.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, in the history of hip-hop.
Yeah, I mean, he's literally he literally took the sleep with the fishes. You take the cinder blocks and you dump them in the river, and that's pretty much what he's done. I mean, we saw it earlier in the year with obviously the back and forth stuff between Drake.
Murdered him.
Yeah, just completely goes on a tangent
Mm.
and then just drops them randomly. Like on a Tuesday afternoon, like, oh, here, you want another one? Here you go.
And then just fucking drops an album. Like, I wasn't expecting it fucking, because that was a lot of shit that all these motherfuckers was talking about. All the Drake fans were like, oh, y'all gotta wait for a Kendrick album every fucking so often, blah, blah, blah. So y'all, that's y'all. But they were talking that type of shit. But then it's like, after he just murdered your boy, he drops an album that's epic as fuck. Shout out to Epic. Like,
what's up, dude?
but it's like, what are we talking about? Like, first of all, and this is another thing I thought about today. Yeah, Drake sells a lot of records, but Drake is not hip hop. There's plenty of art that I've been saying this since the beginning. And I remember having to argue with my cousin. I think I told you about this. She was still in high school at the time. And I told her straight up. I was like, Drake is trash. And she was like, no, Drake is like that. I'm like, no, he's not. He's not. And just in my head, because just me growing up in hip hop and in the culture, it's like, I know what this is. This ain't hip hop.
Yeah,
This is just.
it's all a feeling. It's well,
This motherfucker sings. He sings. He fucking does this. He does R&B. He does pop. He's not a fucking rapper, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he's an actor.
Yeah,
And-
he's not the guy that you could stand on the corner with a big poofy jacket on in like
Yeah.
30-degree weather and just be like,
And being a cipher.
yeah.
Not even selling drugs. Just fucking. Let's just freestyle, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, passing one around.
I'm not a professional rapper. I never was, and maybe I wanted to be in the industry. I used to want to be a producer, and I didn't fucking put the work in. It is what it is. But over time, I learned, like, if you want to fucking be good at something, you got to put the work in. That's where the comedy shit is. But I've always been engulfed in the fucking hip hop shit. Like, no matter what it was, I'd read all the magazines, and I remember seeing Cameron open up for fucking Big Pun, dog.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is shit that half of these motherfuckers won't even know about. Like, who's Big Pun? Like, Big Pun was one of the greatest lyricists of all time.
Period.
And his life was cut short because he was an unhealthy motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Same thing with Cameron. Like, everybody knows Cameron right now, or Killer Cam, from fucking It Is What It Is podcast. Him and Mace going back and forth. Guess what? Before that, they were fucking some of the fucking most selling hip hop artists ever that we've ever known.
Yeah.
I remember in boot camp buying fucking, it was the 2 CDs I got when I got out of boot camp, or when I was able to go to the fucking PX while in boot camp. Like,
Yeah.
I was about to graduate 2 days before, and I hadn't listened to music for 3 months, 13 weeks, however long that is, 3 months, whatever. I hadn't, because we weren't allowed to listen to that shit. Fucking DMX and fucking Confessions of Fire.
Yeah.
So that's Cameron and fucking DMX. His first album. God damn it. What's the name of it? You know it.
What? Cameron's first album?
No, DMX.
Oh, it's not. It's Dark in Hell's Hot.
Dark in Hell's Hot. So those are the 2 albums that I bought.
Or is it Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood?
No, it was
Okay,
the first
sorry.
one.
Okay.
Those are the 2 albums that I bought 2 days before I graduated, and I'm laying in my rack listening to this shit, and I'm like, bro, I fucking missed a lot of shit. And then after that, it was just a fucking. I was always in, like, Jay-Z, fucking Nas, Illmatic, all the shit. So don't fucking tell me that anybody that look, here's what it is. If you think Drake is hip hop, then we cannot have a conversation. because that dude is the farthest thing from what hip hop is. He's Taylor Swift of whatever the fuck he has going on. Whatever genre he has his own genre. Cool. He made his own genre, but it ain't hip hop. And that's why I stand on that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, there's something about standing with the guys on the corner with the big puffy jackets on in the
I
middle.
was back smoking a blunt in a cipher, just making up your own rhymes for no reason.
Yeah, dude, just
it was just
bullshit.
Bro, we was just rapping.
Yeah.
We was just rapping. Nobody fucking knew what the fuck they were doing, but we were just all fucking there.
Straight bullshit, dude. Straight bullshit.
Hey, let me get a puff of that blunt, bro.
Yeah. Hey, quit sleeping on it. Like you're holding it. You're holding it. Yeah.
And then you just somebody just breaks into it. Or whatever, and then
my buddy, shout out to my buddy Edgar, who is a follower and a listener of the show. He is a Marine. He lives down in North Carolina, but he would always, after we would smoke or while we were smoking, either or, he would always be the first one to go. He would always just start rapping, and then he would want to pass it off to the next person. He would always be the guy that got it started. He was like that no matter what.
Atomically, trigonometry. I do math, and I don't even give a fuck about your industry. I just made that shit up.
Yeah, so we would just... The reason I'm coughing because that shit was gas.
Look, man,
No.
I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
You don't know if I'm lying or not, do you? But what I was gonna say is that we would literally stand there by the fucking generator box, a big green generator box, smoke, sit on it, pass it around.
So you got the hum of the
and then someone starts knocking on it and all that other shit, and somebody's like, "Whoa, blah, 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 blah," you know? Oh yeah, come on, man, dude. There's nothing like, dude. I'm telling you.
I can't do it.
If you've never done it before, go stand out on a local corner next to a guy with a puffy jacket.
This is the difference. So, not to talk shit about anybody that lives outside of the United States.
You fucking suck. No, you don't.
I
I'm
didn't
sorry.
say what he said.
Yeah, I didn't.
But this is what Kendrick was saying on the song, not like us. Because I get it. Hip hop has gone worldwide. But a dude who was on a TV show playing the mixed token kid in Canada is not gonna fucking tell me what my culture is. You know what I'm saying? Like Black America developed that shit. Period. And the world took it over. They loved it. But what it is, that song that he came up with, it doesn't just represent California. Of course, in the United States, that's what they keep saying. Oh, he made the whole West Coast do this. Like, no. We were talking to everybody talking shit about black culture. Like, oh, we don't know our culture. We don't know where we come from. Like, no, motherfuckers. We are the culture that you fucking look up to. So I don't want to fucking hear that shit. That's what that song meant. And I don't give a fuck what some of these pundits like Charlemagne and fucking whatever. Man, fuck. First of all, don't get me started on that motherfucker. I don't fuck with Envy. I don't fuck with Charlemagne. And I hope this gets clipped and fucking sent the fuck out. They claim they fucking know hip hop. Nah, whatever, man. Anyway, you can be on a fucking radio station and talk shit all you want. But
maybe one day we will be on a radio station.
I don't fuck terrestrial radio. That's old shit. That shit's dying.
Well, maybe. Well, here, if anything, I hope one day before me and you hit that big pearly gate in the sky, we can call a baseball game, no matter where it is.
I just want to do opening pitch. That's it.
You want to throw it or you want to call it?
I want to throw what?
Oh, well, I was just asking. I mean, I know throwing it obviously is much more ceremonial.
Yeah, I want to throw the first pitch.
All right, don't worry.
I want to be known in this area well enough to be, for them motherfuckers to be like, hey, this is comedian Jared Lee coming out to throw the first pitch. I want a little bit, at least a little bit of a pop. That's what I want. That's a goal.
Just a tad bit. And this is only a tad bit. Just a tad bit of more to come. Yes, more to come. Oh, my God. 263 episodes of the Mad Scientist Lab podcast with Jared, Lee, and RJ. You can catch us anywhere you get your podcasts. That is Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every Monday, 9 a.m. sharp for the visual on YouTube. Thank you for checking us out. Please leave a comment. Leave a like. It helps us out tremendously. You have no idea how much it helps us out. We like to be helped out. We would like to help you, help us, help you out. Did that make sense?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, good. I'm not going to come into your house and vandalize it this evening.
What?
No matter
what
how
we're gonna do with
dressed.
300th? We got some ideas so far. I mean, if you got some ideas, let us know. Put them in the comments on YouTube. Because if you put it here, we won't remember. But if you put it on YouTube, we'll remember.
Because we can always go back and reference.
Yeah, but one of the ideas is we're gonna go to Austin and set some stuff up, and maybe have some comedians from the Austin scene come on. Perfect for us to figure it out. Start figuring it out now. We got a little less than a year because we're gonna have to get the logistics of RJ. 6 ads. I told you to refresh your page, bro.
Refresh.
That's why you got ads. Or did he not get? Did he get us up? Yeah. You got to refresh. See, yeah, exactly. I was about to put it in the thing too. Yeah. So 300, we're gonna do. I think we need to do an Austin. We got to get RJ fucking situated. You got to start saving some money for a plane ticket.
Well, it's funny you say that. I feel like I might possibly be able to start doing that here soon.
Okay. Yeah.
Because I would like to as
Did you refresh, Londa? Because you still don't have the thing next to your name.
Did you refresh your page?
But yeah. So the idea is to go to Austin and do a show there. We're gonna have to probably take all this equipment, or most of it. So we're gonna have to tear down the studio a little bit. Not the table, obviously.
No, because this was built by men.
But yeah, that's the idea. I think it would be good to do something in Austin and try to get some comedians on.
All right. So here we go. The road to 300 starts now. Thank you for listening to episode 263. We will see you guys next week. It is always a pleasure. Shout out to our buddy Ghost Chips. Speedy recovery to you, buddy. We love you dearly. You are fucking awesome. Continue to kick ass. I've got the hammer behind me because it's motherfucking hammer time, baby.
Speaking of hammer time, let's go, Lewis Hamilton. Last race with Mercedes, baby.
There we go. Oh, Ferrari game catching up.
Ferrari game next season. Let's go.
So we will have more for you guys next week here on the Mad Scientist Lab podcast. So thanks for listening.
Peace.
Hit you so hard
Oh
you
my
won't see
God.
nothing. Ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab. The Mad Scientist Lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
The Mad Scientist